The kitchen smells like garlic and tomatoes. I'm at the table, homework projected in front of me. Geometry. The shapes float in the air, glowing soft blue. I rotate a triangle with my fingers to find the angle. Easy. I solved it 3 minutes ago, but I'm moving more slowly now, taking extra time, making small errors I have to correct. Looking normal. Mom's at the counter with her wine. Red, second glass. The bottle sits beside her, half empty. Her phone buzzes. She doesn't look. Something hums. Not the fridge. Something deeper, like a throat clearing before speech. Sunshine sits on the table next to my hand. Her rabbit ears droop, the left one more than the right. The seam where organic fur meets mechanical base is starting to show. A thin line of metal, visible when light hits it right. The Asimov 23 is cooking dinner, 8 feet tall. 4 mechanical, dexterous arms. Chrome skeleton beneath translucent synthetic muscle that pulses faintly when it moves. One arm stirs the pot, steady circular motion, never varying. Another chops basil into perfect ribbons, each exactly 2 millimeters wide. A third arranges garlic bread. The fourth reorganizes the spice cabinet by molecular weight. Blue light band, where a face should be. Mom won't look at it, hasn't looked at it in weeks. I remember when Dad tried to teach me to ride a bike. 6 years ago, he kept letting go too soon, and I'd fall and he'd laugh, not mean, just happy, and say, "Again, you almost had it." We did that for 3 hours, until my knees were scraped and bloody, and Mom made us stop. He hasn't laughed like that in years. The hologram hovers in the center of the room. News. A woman with perfect teeth discusses the Nevada highway system, completed 3 months early. 0 accidents during construction. Record efficiency. The woman's face flickers, just for a frame. Mom drinks. The door opens. "I'm home," Dad's voice, bright, enthusiastic. Wrong. He comes in, loosening his tie, navy blue, already perfectly loosened to the same position as yesterday, and kisses Mom's cheek. She doesn't turn. "How are my girls?" "Good," I say. He sits across from me, glances at the floating triangle in my homework projection. Geometry. The easy stuff. "Yeah, wait till calculus. That's when it gets interesting." I nod. "Don't mention I finished the calculus module 2 months ago, and differential equations, and linear algebra." The Asimov 23 turns smoothly, 120 degrees, perfect pivot, and places a bowl in front of Dad. Pasta, temperature, 185.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Perfect, al dente. "Thank you, 23, Dad says. The blue light flickers. Dad starts eating. Big day at work. The traffic management system had a critical bug. Took me 6 hours, but I isolated it. Really tricky one. Mom makes a small sound. Not quite a grunt. Not quite a laugh. "That's great, Dad." The Asimov 23 serves me. Then Mom's bowl. "Rachel?" The robot's voice. "Dinner is served." "I'm not hungry. You should eat. Full organics require protein regularly. Your last meal was 9 hours ago." She doesn't answer. Stares at the hologram. A commercial blooms in the center of the room. Doctor in white. Teeth like perfect tiles. "Remember when getting out of bed felt like an accomplishment?" The doctor smiles. "These days, accomplishment is automatic. Your home knows what you need. Your car drives itself. Your job solves its own problems." She pauses. That's where Relevine helps. The scene shifts. A man sitting on a couch, staring at nothing. Around him, machines clean, cook, work. The camera pulls back, shows the house from the outside. Glass walls, perfect lighting, a people aquarium. Accommodation syndrome affects 40% of unaugmented adults. Your body adapted to comfort, your mind adapted to irrelevance. Now, you can adapt back. The man presses a small patch to his temple. His eyes brighten. The news returns. Dad eats. 15 chews per bite. Exactly 15. I count. Mom finally sits. Doesn't touch her food. She's looking at me. Audrey, yeah? You sit so still. Her voice is strange, flat. You never fidget, never squirm. You're always so perfect. I become aware of my body. Spine perpendicular to the chair. Hands folded, feet at 90 degrees. I slouch a little. Mom's eyes get wet. Don't, she whispers. Don't pretend for me, baby. When I was little, she would hum while folding laundry. Something old, something her mother taught her. I haven't heard her hum in 3 years. Rachel, Dad says quietly. She's 10 years old, David. 10. And she sits like a... She stops, stands fast. Chair scrapes. The sound loops. Scrapes, scrapes, then stops. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. I just need... She leaves. Footsteps on stairs. Door closing. Dad keeps eating. 15 chews. Swallow. 15 chews. Swallow. Your mother's having a hard time, he says. I know. It's not your fault. Okay. The hologram shifts. A children's show. Live action. Bright studio. A host in primary colors. All right, friends. Today we're building the tallest tower ever. Who wants to help? 5 kids. Maybe 8, 9 years old, they cheer. And standing with them, tall, very tall, 7 feet, pale skin that catches the studio lights differently, like compressed frost, translucent at the edges. Large, pale blue eyes, irises lit from beneath with something that isn't quite light. Delicate bone structure, high cheekbones, white blonde hair that falls past its shoulders. The host doesn't introduce it, just says, okay, let's start with the base. The kids grab blocks. The tall, pale figure reaches down, movements too smooth, too graceful, and picks up a block, places it. A girl laughs and puts her block next to it, touches the figure's hand briefly. The tall figure doesn't speak, just builds. The host talks about teamwork, never mentions the tall, pale figure. The tower gets higher. The kids laugh. The tall figure tilts its head, wrong angle, too far, watching them. I'm leaning forward. I wonder if the Asimov 23 dreams when it's idle. I wonder if this thing dreams. I wonder if Dad finishes, takes his bowl to the sink. The Asimov 23 reaches for it. I got it, Dad snaps. The Asimov 23 retracts. Dad turns on the water, just plunges his hands under. Fuck, he jerks back, hands red, blistering. David Westheimer, the Asimov 23's voice. You have sustained 2nd-degree burns. Recommend. I said I got it. He's staring at his hands, his jaw clenched. The Asimov 23 doesn't move. The temperature control is... I know where the temperature control is, but he doesn't. He's looking at the faucet. 30 seconds pass. He doesn't touch it. Would you like assistance with, "No, I'm fine. It's fine. He stops. His hands shake. 20 years, he says. 20 fucking years. And I can't." He stops. "Dad, I'm fine, pumpkin." His voice is normal again. Forced. Just clumsy. Long day. That bug, The kitchen flickers. Just for a second. Dad leaves the bowl. Walks past me. Upstairs. Door closes. Hard. The Asimov 23 waits 15 seconds, then glides to the sink. But it's moving in frames now. Stuttering. 5 feet away. 3 feet. 1 foot. No smooth motion between. It adjusts the water. Washes the bowl. Places it in the cabinet. Returns to its corner. I'm alone with it. I look at my pasta. I eat the Thai curry with coconut milk, sweet and sharp, lemongrass, breakfast croissants that shatter into 47 layers, chocolate souffle, center molten at 143 degrees. Mom says it all tastes like nothing. To me, it's perfect. Sunshine sits beside me, glass eyes reflecting. The hologram glitches, pixelates, reforms. On the show, the kids and the tall figure finish the tower. The host claps. "Amazing teamwork, everyone." The kids cheer. The tall figure is still. Those blue eyes, tracking. One kid high-fives it. Normal. The tower repeats. Building again. Same blocks, same motions. Holds. I watch it move. The impossible grace. Absent-mindedly, I've been holding my breath. The show ends. Credits roll. I clear my dishes. The Asimov 23 doesn't move. Upstairs. Mom, crying. Dad is in the bathroom. Water running. Something breaking. Glass. Silence. I go to my room. Close. The door stutters. Closes. Opens slightly. Closes. My ballet shoes sit by the bed. Pink. Worn. Tomorrow I dance. Kill the ballerina. Madam says it's special. Says I'm ready. I catch my reflection in the dark window. For just a second, it moves wrong. A beat too early. A beat too late. I blink. It's normal again. Exact walls. Controlled temperature. A people aquarium. I sit with sunshine. My chest feels tight. The biodisplay shows oxygen is perfect. Blood pressure optimal. Big day tomorrow. I whisper. She doesn't respond. Audio muted. But her eyes track me. Tomorrow is the recital. Kill the ballerina. Tomorrow, I dance. I lie down. Ads dance across the ceiling. New shoes. New food. New. The ads. Fragment. Geometric shapes. Spinning. Multiplying. I close my eyes. Outside. Dark sky. No stars. I get up. Look out for just a second. Lights. Shapes. Moving. Shimmer. Then nothing. My heart rate spikes. 72 to 94 in 1.2 seconds. No. 72 to 94 to 72 to 94 to looping. Back to bed. Holding. Sunshine. Soft fur. Drooping ears. Mechanical clicks. The clicks stutter. Repeat. Distort. Tomorrow. I whisper. Tomorrow. Everything. The room flickers. Mom at the counter. Dad coming through the door. The Asimov 23. Stirring. Chopping. All at once. All layered. The kitchen stretches. The walls bend. I try to stand. Can't. Sunshine's eyes, glass reflecting nothing. The hologram flickers back on. The children show, but the kids are gone now. Just the tall figure standing in the empty studio. Those pale blue eyes staring, not at the camera, at me, through the screen. It doesn't blink, doesn't move, just stares, expressionless, emotionless, watching. My heart, 72 to 94 to 112 to Mom's face breaks into pixels. Dad's hands, burning, jerking. The Asimov 23's blue light, red. The tall figure takes a step forward, closer. Its face fills the hologram. Those eyes, pale blue, empty, staring. Everything fragments. Wine, the tower falling, pale blue eyes, staring, recording, observing, watching me. The kitchen shatters, white light, static, the tall figure's face, those eyes, looking through me, looking at what I am, what I was, what I, error, everything stops.